it's time to hop across to Lithuania and let's just take a look at what didn't quite make the cut last night.
It is what it is. So blood on your hands, stains on the life we built together. Oh, oh, fit in perfectly in my hook. I fit in.
Well, I think we all need to be sung a hug after that. We'll start off with Thomas G, though. What do you reckon to this one?
Nice smile is all I've got.
Wow, that was short. I tell you what, let's move on. What about the best of the rest?
No, not much. Ellie, plodding. Davidas, built up, but he had better air dye than a song. Paula, not special. Multics, okay.
Wow.
And Andreas, Andreas, yeah. Well, he definitely was a no-no because he had a top knot, and that's a crime against hair fashion. If you've got long hair, you should flaunt it. Did Hurricane not die for anything?
Let's go to Brendan.
Yeah. I'll go in order. Andreas, it's a space filler. I don't know why he was there. It was very weird, and he's a bit lost, I think. Ellie looked like he was going to build up to something, but it dithered. I'm not really sure why. Davidas, blood in your hands. He seems like he wants to be a Robbie Williams wannabe. He was very boring, though. At least Robbie Williams is entertaining. Paula was my favourite one. I don't know why. It just seemed a little bit more professional, a bit more clean cut. I think she deserved better. I'm not sure why it was disliked so much, but it is what it is. That's what the competition's for. Thomas G, us. Yeah, it was a very weak song, and his voice just wasn't strong enough for a weak song. Multikiss, is it? Actually, that's another one I quite like. That it was quite catchy. It was dull, but it was quite catchy. So,
Thomas, let's go over to you.
Blood on Your Hands disappointed me in the studio versions, but absolutely surprised me in the live performance. That was a surprise for me. I actually quite like it. Adrius, Sing Me a Hug. Yeah, I needed a hug after that. Multi-kicks. It reminded me of a theme song for a very, very, very bad police TV show. Ellie, Rock My Body. Yeah, it's an okay song. For me, the best of the non-qualifiers was Blood on Your Hands or Paula.
Blood on Your Hands. He could have done more on stage, couldn't he? Sean, what do we think? Are you as scathing as everybody else?
Do you really want to go there? My one-word review, Thomas G. Shite. Sorry. Right. But Ely, Rock My Body, I thought it was an average song, weak vocals, and a half-hearted dance break in the middle. I mean, I don't know if they were trying to out-hair Hurricane, Hurricane, but it didn't work. And also, why the water? They had water at the end. And I'm thinking, well, if you're going to get water on at the end of the big... you're going to get wet. Otherwise, there's no point in it being there, right? So don't do water, not get wet.
You've already got Michelle's seal of approval.
I don't care. I don't care. Andreas, Sing Me a Hug. Now, why is Qui-Gon Jinn from Star Wars in a singing competition? What's his lightsaber? Am I allowed to say that this is the worst song ever written, Tom?
You've just said it. Although...
The chorus. You fit in perfectly in my hug. I fit in perfectly in your hug. You're feeling my hug. I'm feeling your hug. I mean, it fits in perfectly in the bin.
Ian and Donna.
So I'm going to say something nice about Thomas G. He's just a little bit too young and inexperienced. He's definitely got potential, and he has a nice voice. He just needs to get there. He's not there yet. He's entered too early. and he just needs a bit more experience under his belt, and then something good may come from that. Oh, Andreas, what happened? I mean, he came up with some of the best lyrics ever when he entered the first time round. Like 10 odd years ago with his
2013.
shoes. Yes.
Yeah.
The shoes that he's wearing today.
One called Love, the other called
Pain. Yes. Fabulous lyrics. And then this. Bless him.
The only one I thought really lost out was Blood on Your Hands.
Yeah. I loved his voice.
Really good vocal. Has a wee kind of Radioheady kind of vibe in some of the instrumentation behind it.
I actually thought Paula did all right. I'm going to agree with you, Thomas. And there was something about Paula. I thought she had a very good vocal. And she started off well, but the song was two different songs, wasn't it? It was sort of mashed together, and you got this intense dance beat, which I don't know. It didn't quite do it for me. But I thought it was very promising with the dress and the look in the light and stuff, and then it just went, oh, and she's there on this big stage, no backing dancers, nothing to really like shape the song. And it was like two songs warring with each other. It was a bit of a shame, but I still quite liked it in a weird way.
Let's stay with you guys whilst we look at the two songs that actually qualified.
We rule the world. Together we'll face it all.
Ian and Donna, which one are you going to go for?
Well, I think Ian already just said it, honestly. The folky rock group.
Yeah.
I did not really care for the other one at all.
Did you think she was flat? This is I thought she was flatter than
a pancake. Yes.
Yeah, basically.
She was not necessarily in tune for some of that at all either. Actually, the costumes summed up the vocal, really. A bit of a mishmash.
Yeah, and you know what,
Sorry.
Sam? I'm just gonna look at Sam's comment there. I think that sums it up beautifully. There, it's almost like they might be relying on the Roop again. Who knew? Thomas, folk song. Why do you like this one?
I actually like the difference between the traditional sound and then the rock pop sound, and the two ladies sang it beautifully. So I think they could be a dark horse for the win. Of course, the Roop is a big favorite, but I think this one might do well.
Yeah, the vocals were great, but it was Jan vibes for me. I just thought, I saw it doing with a bit of polishing. That is a dark horse.